What is up, guys? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So Zoom stock is completely breaking out, and it's about dang time. I mean, this stock went from 600 to 300, downtrended for months. Now it's back over 400. So I figured let me make a quick video, break down some technicals, go over their Q3 earnings highlights, and also talk about why I'm still bullish the company. So if you guys find value, hit the like button, subscribe. Make sure to go down below, get into the Strive Smart Discord chat, the Facebook group, get 2 free stocks from WeBull and $30 from M1 Finance, and maybe get into the Patreon. All of those are free, and again, well, the Patreon's not free, but all the other ones are, and all of them are linked down below in the description box. So again, Zoom is breaking out, and it's about time. And if you've been following the channel, the YouTube channel, that is, for a couple months, I mean, we've periodically talked about Zoom, and we've talked about how, technically speaking, it's been in this wedge. You can see it's been making, higher lows. We have one low here at 150. That's the low here on this 6-month chart. The next low at about 230. We see another one here at about 325, 330. So you guys can see higher lows have been made, and at the same time, we've been making lower highs. I mean, we hit that all-time high at 588, next lower high at 542, 512 is the next one, 482, followed by 420, followed by, 360, and this was one here at about 389, 390, but now that we're seeing, okay, we actually got rejected, yes, by the wedge here, but we pulled down and we held the support at a higher low at about 360, and we broke out. Now that we saw that, this is a very bullish sign. And on top of that, I mean, take a look at this. We're zooming in on the 10-day chart here. Actually, let's take a look at that hourly. What you see here is an inverse head and shoulder. It played out beautifully. It broke out of $400, and that is why we're seeing a massive pump now, because we're out of these resistance points. Take a look, and you can see here, this is the inverse head and shoulder, left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder right here. Can you guys see that? I'm sure you can see that. And now, again, we are breaking out a big squeeze here. I'm not sure. That could have been a short squeeze. Hey, it went from 388 to about 412. That's about a 6% move. It's nothing like GameStop, obviously. But it could have been a short squeeze. I'm not too sure what the short interest on Zoom is. But either way, we're seeing a breakout. This is a very good sign. And the fact that 400 broke, I think the next big resistance that we could get to is 430, right around this high here from back in the end of December. You can see Zoom hit 430 twice on this day on the 21st of December. So I think that is where we are heading in the short term. And mind you guys, this company does report earnings in the next month on the 1st. It's scheduled right now for the 1st of March, so in about a month. It's currently the 5th of February, so keep that in mind. That report is going to be big. I mean, if we see a big drop-off in growth, that's not going to be too great. If we see, I think this could happen as well, if we see a surprise on growth because people think, okay, this the CV is going away slowly, people aren't going to be using Zoom, maybe people are pricing in a decline in growth here for Zoom, and if they surprise on the growth, this stock could explode. Who knows? It could go up 15%, 20% in a day. I mean, we've seen it. Take a look. Not the past earnings report, the one before it, Zoom went from 300 to almost 500, guys. That's almost a 40% move. So you can see what it can do around earnings, which is why I'm watching it now again as we are seeing earnings in the next couple of weeks. And speaking of their previous earnings report, Q3, we're not going to talk about it in depth, but we have some highlights here. Take a look. Third quarter total revenue for Zoom was $777.2 million, and that was up not 100, not 200, not 300, 367% year over year. So that is, intense growth, extreme growth. And yeah, I know it's very largely fueled by the shutdowns and all of that. I understand, but either way, that's great growth. And the number of customers contributing more than $100,000 in trailing 12-month revenue is up 136% year over year. So that's pretty impressive. And approximately 433,700 customers have more than 10 employees, which is up almost 500%, 485% to be exact, year over year. And in terms of EPS, I don't have any numbers here, but they don't make money. So either way, guys, Zoom, they did pretty well Q3. The growth is there. And again, Q4 is going to be huge. And technically speaking, again, we're breaking out and we're seeing some activity in the options market I was looking at here. And you can see here on the live news, John Naharian, I don't know how to say that, but John Naharian likes Zoom stock, and he's looking at the 430 calls in March, I believe, and there is some decent volume and open interest there, so that could be an indication that people think, hey, by March, they think we're going to that 430 level of resistance, which I just talked about earlier in this video, so that makes sense why they pick 430, and it could go even higher. Nobody knows where it's going to go, but if it breaks 430, we could safely say that maybe it doesn't go 480, but there is a decent chance it could go from 430 to 445, 450. I think that is very possible. And it's not going to happen in a straight line like exponential growth, a graph where, it goes slow, then it explodes right up. It's not going to do that. It could, but I don't think it's going to do that. So we're probably going to see some pull downs in between. But either way, I like Zoom, especially in the short term here. If it pulls down, let's say, to maybe 405, 410, I think that could be a decent dip buy. And as always, do your own research. Don't buy based on my opinion, but that is what I'm thinking right now. And overall, I've been on the channel before saying I'm still pretty bullish on Zoom, even after everybody gets the V shot, or at least the majority of people do. After this whole CV dies down, goes away, I'm still going to be bullish on ZM because what the CV did is it opened up the Pandora's box. I don't know what the right analogy is, but it opened up this whole new world where people are like, crap, we could just Zoom and work from home and not have to go across town or fly to this city for a meeting, a business meeting, or, do this, that, the third, right? So I think Zoom is a cost benefactor, but I don't know what the word is, but you guys get the point. You save money by using Zoom, although it's less personal. I know people like going in person and stuff, but I think there still is a market for people that are like, okay, I'm going to save this $1,000 and not do this business meeting in person. I'm going to do it on Zoom. I'm going to, save the money on the flight, all the food you have to eat at the airport when you're there. You can just stay home and do a quick Zoom meeting literally in the office like me right now. I'm in an office, right? I'm in my office. I could just stay here rather than go to California for a business meeting or whatever. You guys get the point. So I'm still bullish on Zoom. And sure, there could be a drop-off in growth, but there could be a surprise on growth, and that's kind of the unknown right now when it comes to us and the next earnings report. That is what the earnings report is going to tell us. So overall, those are some thoughts. We have some unusual options activity. There's some volume, open interest on that 430 strike in March, and it could go even higher, so that could indicate we're going there. We have some breakouts here on different time frames, which is great. So what do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. I would love to know as always. And if you all enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. That's very important. If you guys do want to catch all the content here, make sure to subscribe. And you might as well turn the notification bell on. And also get yourself into the Strive Smart Discord chat, the Facebook group. Get 2 free stocks from WeBull and 30 $30 from M1 Finance. And maybe if you guys want to support me further and all the content in the Patreon or on the Patreon, that is linked down below. All of those are linked right down below. So I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. As always, be safe out there. Keep crushing the markets. Peace out.